Thank you once again for joining us and another day, celebrating 28 days of our culture and our heritage. And once again, we have a good guest with us today. We have a student. His name is Vincent Thomas from Villanova University. Welcome.
How you doing?
Good. Vincent, what was the cultural context that you grew up in?
Well, my mother was a school teacher in the school district of Philadelphia for about 35 years. So education was really big in my household. So going to college really wasn't an option. I had to go to college. But I didn't realize coming to Villanova was going to be such a big difference from what my high school was. I knew that this was a predominantly white school, and my high school, I'm from Winslow, New Jersey, so Camden County. I knew it was a predominantly black school, come to a predominantly white school, but I really didn't think that would really be a problem because I have white friends, everything was a big deal. So when I got here, from the first day I realized that I just didn't fit in. Everywhere I go, somebody asks, what sport do you play? Do you play basketball? Do you play football? I'm like, no, I'm just a student. And as soon as that happened, click, I'm out of their mind. They on to the next black person and ask them that. And it was just tough.
A little bit. So how did that make you feel just being a student like everybody else? They thought you had to be this exceptional athlete or just to fit within this culture?
Yeah, I mean, I start, like now that I'm a sophomore, at my freshman year, I would get so angry because it was like, I know they don't really mean harm by it. They're just really curious because they don't see black people that have tattoos and stuff just as a student on campus. So it's like they were amazed. But once I found out that that's what they were just depicting me as, and they didn't really want to be friends with me if I wasn't an athlete, that's when I kind of started getting mad. That's why I wanted to actually transfer. After my first semester, I just hated it here. It was just bad.
Now, I'm looking at you now, and I don't notice you got visible tattoos, and you have a short sleeve shirt on. I mean, I see them, but it's not to a point where I feel intimidated or have this depiction. What was one of the toughest transitions adapting to this culture at a predominantly white university as a black young male?
100% that. I don't have the same background. I don't have a lot of money like most of the students. I want to say most. I don't want to act like I know every single student, but a lot of the students here come from. I didn't come from wealth. I didn't come from a Catholic school or private school. I went to a public school in Jersey that really isn't even the top public school, so I wasn't really being challenged. I had a 3.7 in graduating high school, but that wasn't nothing compared to here because I wasn't getting challenged. It was either I wouldn't do my homework and I was still getting A's in classes. So when I came here, I didn't even know how to write an email to a professor. You know, like some of these people have been writing, some of these students here have been writing emails and papers and stuff, and I haven't done any of that. So I just felt like I wasn't prepared, and I was ready to give up.
Well, let me ask you this. What helped you persevere? Because what I'm understanding now is you had some challenges, right, however they may look, but you persevered through that. How did you get through to maintain understanding that there were some gaps, if you can look at it that way, but you still to proceed on? How did that happen?
Well, one of the main problems I had here is I felt like I didn't fit in, not just because of race, but because my father works here. Okay. And I held that on my head that the only reason why I was in the school was because of him. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. I'd be going to community college or like another HBCU like my siblings had. So I was just getting depressed, and I had a lot of good people looking out for me, including one of my professors, Hezekiah Lewis, in the film department, communication department. And he definitely looked out for me. He just told me that he was in the same predicament I'm in. Although he was an athlete, he still was an African-American student here and thought of his academics first. I mean, sports was second because he was playing football here, but it was just like his academics first. And he really just kind of just gave me the honest truth, and like knowing that someone has your back really makes you feel a lot stronger and actually feel like you belong here. And I needed somebody other than my mom to tell me that I do belong here. Okay.
So so you had someone to mentor you and shepherd you through the way, and that kind of helped you gain confidence?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
And now that, do you look out for other students as well when they come on campus? Do you?
So now, like, I'm a real big advocate for change in this school. Like, I'm a part of the diversity skit, which is like a program we put on here that every incoming freshman sees, so they can see the different diversities, not even just with race, but just with like sexual orientation or language some people may use. They just want to see what college is going to be like, and it's a really, really, really serious drama, and I'm a part of that. And I just want students that are like me, and some maybe that not like me, to understand you got somebody that's just like you. Like, you're not alone in this. Because if you feel like you're alone, you can always talk to somebody. And I want it to be open to people that you can talk to me like that, because I was in the same situation you were, and I'm only a sophomore. It took me a year to get out of that, you know?
Yeah. So once again, as we wrap up, we thank you once again for tuning in to 28 Days We Are Celebrating Our Culture and Our Heritage. And as we promise each and every day, we will continue to bring a diverse group of people here so we can get different perspectives. We once again thank Vincent Thomas for coming in, and we look for you to tune in tomorrow.